Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta set like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta set like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying that. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The option to start the drive. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good job job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
Running is Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down.
The 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Brings us 4th down and goal.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
That's what it is, baby.
20,
That's what it is.
10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
25-yard line.
first and 10. Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brings up second down.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Stafford. Space to run past the 20. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 35 yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
The score, Lions 7, Ravens 6.
That's the way to get a block, boy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon Bowman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last one.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Stafford, that is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete to J.K. Dobbins.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Lions' 41-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. To throw again on second down. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Stafford on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left. He'll run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us? As looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 70 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly.
You might as well stop doing that stupid
That's the type
stuff.
of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Going to throw deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Now we time to say goodbye, my boy.
DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Bro, he trash.
So it'll be a change of possession.
Try to do the same thing over and over.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Who the dummy now? You.
what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need right here just to catch.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Detroit Lions. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bridgewater now. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield.
This one dumb, we do the same.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, but it's going to be 2nd down. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Open man is Quintez Cephas.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas, 49 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So they'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Thompson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He's going to take off with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He may try and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. And they go with McCaffrey. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
Panthers 6.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, Swift.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's Kenny Galladay hauling it in from Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Lions 14. Panthers 6.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
22-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
4 yards.
From the gun, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Stafford rolling to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Pharaoh Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Pride.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Hunter Bryant there to make the grab. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Good job, good job.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's another Panthers first down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one?
28 Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Steps away, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st.
Bro, you dumb. You did the same play over and over.
Defensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the
I just picked it up, didn't I? Oh,
the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Ready to say, please.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Stafford. He gets this complete to Cephas.
Your defense garbage.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Really give me the garbage.
Quintez Cephas. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Dancing to his left. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 36-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater on the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Looked to me like the adopter of my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted.
Know my name, I get through the pain, taste sweet on my face.